Ahoy there, matey! I have a tale to weave for you. It's about the man who is stuck at 175. But he did go up 0.2 pounds today. Not so great, is it? Well, it all started yesterday. He was quite hungry, and he wanted to eat some food. But what food should the man eat, he thought. That's it. I'll make egg bites, he said. He went to the nearest grocery store, picked up everything he needed, went back home and got started. He had those egg bites ready to go, but was having a confusion with the oven he was using. But when he finally figured it out, the egg bites were already done cooking. So he wasn't able to cook them the proper way, and instead the egg bites had a slight hardness to them. Very disappointing. But they weren't all bad. They tasted okay. Well, anyways, after the egg bites, the next step on his food journey was quite eclectic. It included 3 baked pieces of bacon. It included 3 eggs scrambled in the pan. And it also included 2 sausages. And finally, bun tortilla. Yummy. A 0-carb tortilla he thought would be good, because he believed that the lower carbs he ingested, the faster the fat would melt from his bones. He was sorely mistaken, and he doesn't really understand why. He thought, well, I did plenty of moving around, lots of exercise. How could it be? Do you call walking at work an exercise? I think not. What he really needs to do are dedicated exercises. Push-ups, pull-ups, any kind of something with an up in the title. He shall learn his lesson and get better today, yes. And now, after telling about his dietary journey from yesterday, we're going to jump to today, where after he measured his stagnant weight, he decided he wanted to have scrambled eggs, 2 sausages, and 2 pieces of bacon, and he cooked a whole lot for his family. Once the meal was completed, they all feasted together around the table. It was a meal to remember. That was the last thing he ate. And now he is at a crossroads. What should he do to melt this fat off? He will find out tomorrow. Well, after that, we must go over anything that was interesting that happened yesterday for this fellow. What caused him think it was worth going through all the effort of setting up cameras and turning on the video recorder just to have a video to post on YouTube? Well, let's think. That's a really great question. I honestly can't think of anything that would really be that exciting to discuss from yesterday. He did an hour of editing on his video project he's been working on for over a month. He's nearing completion of that, and it's getting very good. At work, he was shown a hilarious video of a cat with buttered toast taped to his back, and when it dropped, it turned into a perpetual energy device. Very funny. He was shown this from one of his amazing co-workers. Anything else? He got into an argument at work with his boss about what is a great cartoon catchphrase. And I've got to be honest with you, the one we came up with was "Eat My Shorts" from Bart Simpson. And finally, one of the more interesting things that happened yesterday was that he bought an Arnold Palmy and then drank it in front of his boss and his coworker in one foul gulp. Quite exciting, I know. Well, when he got home from work, he was surprised to see a very adorable furry creature in his mom's arms that was brought over from his sister, who will be staying in the family quarters for the foreseeable future. We found this furry friend to be the cutest, fluffiest, and furriest friend to ever walk the 7 yards of the place I live at. Yes, indeed. Well, we were watching endless cat videos about how to introduce this new furry friend, whose name is Call Me, by the way, to our established furry family. And I believe what we came up with was quite ingenious. Have them slowly associate each other with food, because all cats like food, and then they can play together, and then they'll be friends. Of course, we introduced the new cat, who's black by the way, to our orange cat, Avery, and he was completely chill with this cat. He even sniffed his butt. Why? Well, I googled it, and it turns out that when a cat sniffs another cat's butt, it is their version of a handshake. I learned that just yesterday. Crazy. Well, after that, I took my vitamins, I brushed my teeth, and I went to sleep while listening to binaural beats. And no dreams tonight, I am afraid to report. Well, when I woke up, I decided to make a delicious breakfast for my mom, my sister, and myself. It was tasty. And then we watched a new Y-Files, which felt like an amalgamation of every single conspiracy theory under the sun. It was about well, honestly, the best way I can put it is it was like a fictional book that said there was truth hidden within its fictional pages. And then the author left it up to interpretation for the audience to find out what was real and what wasn't. In my opinion, that might be a really genius marketing tactic. But who's to say? Well, after that, I decided to vacuum the floor, and then I realized a new video must be dawned upon the crowd of people willing to view it. So here it is. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Captain Noah reports his daily interesting news to the world. Thank you and goodbye.